Celtic edge closer to Adam Idah's signing for the club. Norwich City loanee, no obligation to buy. And Chris Sutton has gave his 2 cents on it. He is talking about it and he's not exactly happy, and a lot of Celtic fans aren't happy. But I tell you what, there's a lot of speculation today. It's deadline day. There's rumours flying about Twitter. Lawrence Shankland, 4 million. Apparently Celtic could be putting in a bid. And I tell you what, for me, saying that Celtic have had a poor window, if they pull that off, I'll be the guy greeting tonight. Don't you worry about it. 11:30, there will be tears flowing. Anyway, let's hear from Chris Sutton's tears first. He said, "If this is true, I'm not sure with the greatest respect it's an upgrade on all. Idah needs to be a get away from Norwich and has potential, but has had potential for years. But he's 100% in the development category and a long way from the finished article." So the end of the day is, this guy's got 17 goals and 115 appearances. For a striker, it's not prolific. It's not good enough. I'm sorry. It's nowhere near good enough for someone at Celtic who, I mean, if you look at a lot of people, they actually want someone that could probably take the fight to Kyogo rather than because Kyogo's not had the best this season. Doesn't change the fact he's the best striker in the league for me. I mean, I don't know if it's he's just had a dip in form or if it's Rodgers or it's a bit of both. Reality is, he is the best striker for me on his day, but he hasn't had his day much this season. Kyogo, I mean, he's destroyed Rangers in both old firms, so I'll say I'll happily, I'll acknowledge it, I'll put my hands up and say that. It's the difference. So when when great strikers are having pish days, they can come up and produce moments of brilliance like that. Dessers has pish days, he misses 6 open nets. That's the reality to it here. That is the reality. But it's looking like a loan. It's looking like it's edged closer. He completed his medical in London. He's now flew up. He's landed in Glasgow. And Chris Sutton, I think he's right. It doesn't even look like it. It doesn't even look like an upgrade, I know. Because, yeah, you know, I've buried though in the past, but he comes in and he does grab the odd goal, right? I think last season he scored those 2 goals against Hearts. But I mean, he's not really done much this season, to be fair. And I think Celtic are lucky that Kyogo hasn't got injured. But then it's the same time, Kyogo's been really underwhelming this season. If it was the Kyogo of last season and the season before, if Kyogo got injured for till the end of the season, you'd be like, oh, that's an absolute disaster. I'm not going to pretend it wouldn't be bad for Celtic, but I think there's worse seasons that could have happened then. The same kind of goes for Carter Vickers. I mean, he's missed a decent portion of this season. Same with Hatai. Have you seen the video? Was it yesterday I talked about that? It's they've dealt with these guys being out injured. You know, so not the end of the world per se. And the same goes for Danilo. I'm not going to pretend that it's not a blow for Rangers, but it's not an absolute disaster losing Danilo to me. Because, yeah, he might be slightly better than Dessers, but I'm not one of these people that was absolutely kissing Danilo's arse. I mean, seeing his last few games, I was calling him out. So we'll have to wait and see. But for Celtic, I mean, it's kind of... I mean, I'm not saying it's a lose-lose. Obviously, if this guy comes in and performs for a few months, it's good, but there's no obligation to buy. It's not like if this guy comes in and bangs 15 league goals in and gets 10 assists and fires him to a double. They can't do anything with it. No, yeah, they could still technically sign him, but there's no obligation. There's no buy clause in here. It's simply just a loan, and it just reminds you of the loan deals that Celtic would have done under Rodgers and co years ago. Ollie Burke, Timothy Weah, but at least with those two, they came with a bit of backing, didn't they? There was a bit of potential, a lot more potential there in my eyes. Anyway, guys, that's it. Chris Sutton has responded.